LPBW, Tori and Zach Roloff talk about shocking and tragic miscarriage. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I am Helen. Hope your day is so well. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Little People Big World celebs Zach Roloff and Tori Roloff recently opened up about the miscarriage that Tori had. The pair went deep into this traumatic event and how this tragedy affected them prior to the eventual arrival of Joja Roloff. What did they have to say? Little People Big World. Tori Roloff had a miscarriage. In 2021, Tori Roloff shocked the Little People Big World community when she revealed she had a miscarriage in 2021. Understandably, this was devastating news for Tori, Zach, and the entire family. The husband and wife recently revisited that family tragedy in an episode of their podcast, Raising Heights. The husband and wife have had a few years to heal, process, and do as much as they can to grieve and continue with their lives since that devastating loss. They welcomed Joja Roloff since then and have a thriving family of 5 in Battleground, Washington. That loss still weighs heavily on them both. LPBW, Tori Roloff and Zach Roloff open up about loss the way Tori Roloff speaks of the experience. She said on her Raising Heights podcast with her husband, "I can remember just being so mad at my body after that. I had what was called a missed miscarriage, which means that my body didn't realize that the baby passed on. So I was left with the decision with how do you want to move forward, because it had been 3 weeks, because that's where the growth had stopped." Zach Roloff chimed in as well about this harrowing experience, adding 3 kids. You get kind of excited. You announce it a little earlier. You get a little bit more excited and you jump ahead a little bit. That's what I remember telling the TV people, the family. Little People Big World, Tori and Zach ruffle some feathers with controversial stints inevitably. While discussing their tragic experience with the miscarriage, the topic of abortion came up, which, by nature, is a dividing subject. Speaking on the matter, Tori said, "To me, when you get pregnant, that's a baby, you know? And so when we lost that baby, it was like we just lost a part of our family." While many Little People Big World fans sympathize with what Tori Roloff and the rest of her family went through, not all of her followers are on board with her and her husband's position on the matter of abortion. After what Tori went through of losing her baby, she said, "I'm not okay with this. I don't understand how someone could choose to be in that room." Tori Roloff did as much damage control as she could without backing down from her position. Both Zach and Tori agreed that there are special circumstances where something like abortion may be necessary. Either way, when you touch on issues like this as a family in the public eye, some level of pushback is unavoidable. At the end of the day, Tori reiterated that these are their views on their podcast, and she encouraged her followers to listen to the whole thing to get the whole picture, rather than to form an opinion based on a few select sound bites of it. Little People, Big World's Zach and Tori Roloff slammed by fans after sharing miscarriage experience. Little People, Big World stars Zach and Tori Roloff were slammed by fans after sharing their thoughts on abortion while discussing their miscarriage in a new podcast episode. "To me, when you get pregnant, that's a baby, you know? And so when we lost that baby, it was like we just lost a part of our family," Tori, 33, explained as she shared a clip of the couple's Raising Heights podcast via Instagram on Tuesday, July 23. Although she didn't specify when the loss happened, the photographer is seemingly talking about the miscarriage she experienced in March 2021 before welcoming baby No. 3. Previous to this situation, I was very apolitical, but I think being in that room and being as traumatized as I was, it became black and white for me in that room, she explained to her husband. "I'm not okay with this. Like, I would never choose to be this room and I don't understand how someone could choose to be in that room." Although she didn't specify when the loss happened, the photographer is seemingly talking about the miscarriage she experienced in March 2021 before welcoming baby No. 3. Previous to this situation, I was very apolitical, but I think being in that room and being as traumatized as I was, it became black and white for me in that room, she explained to her husband. "I'm not okay with this. Like, I would never choose to be this room and I don't understand how someone could choose to be in that room." Although Zach 34 addressed a small percentage of situations in which women are pregnant after being sexually assaulted. He compared the situation to driving while intoxicated. If I go out and have beers at the bar and drink and drive, get in an accident, I'm going to jail. You know, it's a consequence I chose. Zach responded. We don't think about this, that the choice to have sex, that was the choice. We want to choose the consequence, the outcome. Tori reiterated that's why it was hard for her to get on board with the narrative that abortion was healthcare, adding, it's like, no, 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 no. Viewers were quick to rush to the comment section to share their thoughts, slamming the TLC personalities for their privileged views. Yeah, done. Y'all start inserting your beliefs on others. I'm done with you. Bye. One user wrote, another user added, you literally receive healthcare by getting a D&C when you lose a baby. That's on the table to be taken away when there's an abortion ban. But hypocrisy is unsettling here. Tori directly replied to the indifference in the comment section, writing, I 1000% see this point, and in that aspect, I see where it is necessary. If you listen to the whole episode, you'll realize that was not what I was talking about. I was talking about the women who choose to be in that room. In another response, she added, I mean, it is our podcast based solely on speaking what we are passionate about. Tori and Zach, who married in 2015, have 3 children, Jackson, Lila, and Joja. Tori has been open about the pregnancy loss she experienced before welcoming their 3rd son, Joja, in April 2022. I've honestly never felt lost like I did in that moment. I've never felt so sad, angry, and scared in a single moment, she told her Instagram followers in March 2021. I had no symptoms of losing our sweet angel baby, and nothing could have prepared me for hearing our sweet baby was gone. The former school teacher shared that although she was deeply saddened by the devastating pregnancy loss, she found comfort in knowing he or she is with our Savior, and I will meet them one day. My husband has been my unwavering rock through this whole journey. He has been by my side through it all, and I couldn't have done it without him, the Oregon native continued. If there is any silver lining here, it's the realization of how truly blessed we are. We have 2 happy, healthy, thriving kids, and I know that's not afforded to everyone. We have 2 kids who we have to snuggle and love one every day. Little people, big worlds. Audrey Roloff shares first family photo shoot with baby No. 4 former Little People, Big World stars Jeremy and Audrey Roloff welcomed baby No. 4 in May. And recently, the TLC alums shared their first photo shoot as a family of 6 following the birth of their daughter, Mirabella. On Thursday, July 18, Audrey took to Instagram with a slideshow of images set to cheek. We've done our fair share of family photo shoots over the years. It's always been a priority for me to do them at least twice a year because the kids grow and change so fast, and so does our family, the mom of 4 captioned her update. It's always and so stressful for me leading up to the shoot because, of course, it's mom that has to prep and think of all the things. Included in the images were shots of Audrey and Jeremy and all of their kiddos, Ember, 6, Bode, 4, Radley, 2, and Mirabella, almost 2 months. Additionally, the slideshow included snaps of Audrey with her newborn daughter and just Audrey, Jeremy, and Mirabella. In her lengthy caption, Audrey also shared tips for surviving family photo shoots with young children, including taking mini breaks, ensuring everyone is fed beforehand, and lowering expectations. She concluded by asking followers for their advice. Instagram users reacted to Audrey's family photo shoot tips in the comments. One wrote, real-life kids being kid photos make the best memories, not the perfect visions we may have in our head. Another suggested, parents, do not tell your kids to smile at the camera. As a photographer, we can miss a lot of shots when parents are constantly yelling at kids and pointing at the camera. Someone else advised, bring a family friend over to stand behind the photographer and help get kids to look in the right spot.